So, Joe, did you happen to see what Comcast was calling your favorite X-Men movie?
Comcast was talking about First Class?
No, they were talking about X-Men Dark Phoenix. You know, your favorite
Oh,
X-Men movie. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, your favorite.
My favorite X-Men movie. You
Yeah,
know, I did go see it on opening night. Can't say the
exactly.
same
You're
thing about
such a
First
you're such a
Class.
huge fan, so you should be really offended that Comcast is now titling X-Men Dark Phoenix with the subtitle "An X-Men
Mm-hmm.
Fan's Worst Nightmare."
Oh?
Yeah, it's like Inception, but bad.
Oh? Oh? What, did they actually get... They're getting away with that?
I mean, it's Comcast. They can get away with whatever they want, really.
Did you see Comcast subtitle for Avengers Endgame?
Not sure.
It's Avengers Endgame. Spidey's boot from the MCU is way worse than any villain.
Oh,
This is all real. That we're not
yeah.
making this up. This is
Nah.
real.
You know, if they wanted to be really funny,
Oh.
they could have a back-to-back Infinity War Endgame and then subtitle it Ashes to Ashes, Dust to Dust.
What a time to be alive. And hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Lights, Camera, Comics. I'm your host, Joseph Gallion, and with me this episode is your co-host, Mr. Christopher Grotti.
Hola!
I intentionally said Grotti because I know it make mad.
It doesn't. You've done it.
It's Gratty.
You've done it every episode.
I have not.
You have.
Do not disrespect me in this
You've
way.
done it every episode, just like
How
every episode you've
dare-
called me Mr. Chris. It's kind of
well,
it's a prevalent theme, kind of like my swivel chair race.
I had a whole thing about getting your name right as Gratty.
Yeah, but I mean,
Not
you still
Grotti.
but you still say Grotti.
Well, yeah, I said it there intentionally to. Anyway, guys, this is the Lights, Camera, Comics, the show where we talk about all the latest news in geeky movies and TV. The way that we split this show up is we split it into 4 different categories: Marvel, DC, Star Wars, and miscellaneous. But before we get into that, I'd like to go ahead and, just subtle plug our social medias. It's not subtle at all, but whatever.
Yeah, it's a very
Guys,
subtle
if you
plug.
like the show, you should follow it at Heroic Power ENT on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can listen to the show everywhere, basically, to be honest. But if you want specific platforms, YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and TuneIn, you can just search Heroic Power Entertainment, and there you go. Follow me at Instagram, Twitter. I can't even speak today. Instagram and the Twitters. Ugh. What accent was that?
I love old country Twitter. It's just
Old
a
country
bird
Twitter?
with a note attached to its leg.
It's like actual pigeons. It's just
Yeah.
all of a sudden, like, you get one, it says...
I'm going to chuck a Twitter at the girl I really like. I hope that she'll respond.
You open it up, and it's
Sliding
just like...
into the DMs is just mail.
Never, ever in my life did I ever think a pigeon note would end with hashtag toilet thoughts. But here we are.
You can
Anyway,
follow us
follow me
on
on-
Twitter.
Yeah, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Follow me, Captain JSSG, and you can follow ya boy Chris on Instagram at Moolah_Lindsay and Twitter at Variety_Moolah. Okay, cool.
Shaka bra.
Great. Awesome
Alright.
sauce. What? You want to run that one by me one more time, Doc?
Shaka bra. Just move
So
on.
anyway, so yeah, we'll we'll go ahead and get into the news now. Chris, as my co-host, you are granted
I
the
know how
ability.
it works. I know
Well,
how it
okay,
works.
but what if somebody listens for the first
Well,
episode? How about that?
then they
How
should
about
go
that?
back and listen
How
to the
about that?
entire
How about
catalog
that?
of videos.
That's
and
probably a
support.
really bad idea. That's probably a really bad idea
What?
to go back and listen to all of this trash.
Nah, go back and listen to all of it. Now, as your co-host, I get to pick. I get the
you
power.
get to pick what topics we start with. So I will ask you, my guy, what do you want to start with? Marvel, DC, Star Wars, or miscellaneous?
I would like to start with DC.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes.
Oh, O'Reilly.
I'm breaking the pattern of starting with miscellaneous every time. DC.
I appreciate it. Well, hey, let's talk about a little bit of good DC news.
Oh, that's rare.
The Joker got a pretty dang good score on Rotten Tomatoes. Last time I checked, it was sitting comfortably at an 89, which is nothing to sneeze at.
That's a B.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, dude, considering...
The rest have been hot fair, L's.
Well, okay, Shazam and Wonder Woman are different, but, you know, considering, like, before, I mean, like, Aquaman is, like, at a 60-something, right?
Yeah.
And before that, it was Justice League.
I mean, if you think about it, the reason the company is named DC is because that's their average grading with critics, is they get a D or a C.
Oh.
But now we got a B.
That and their expanded universe is now deceased, so there's that.
Oh!
Did you like that?
That's cold. That's cold and dead.
Got him. Dude, if Joker does well, I really don't... I fear for the DCEU or whatever the crap they're calling
I don't fear for it.
Especially if Birds of Prey does bad. If Birds of Prey tanks, yikes.
I forgot that was coming out.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so did a lot of people until that teaser came out.
Yeah, I had a momentary blank of that movie. Yeah, I watched that teaser where it's like making fun of it. Yeah.
I didn't see it. So
yeah.
There's that.
You didn't see it, or you didn't see the trailer?
Either.
Oh, sick. All she did was say, "Why is everyone so obsessed with clowns these days?" And then she smacks the camera with a hammer.
Yeah, alright, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I really like it whenever they use the Birds of Prey as a Harley Quinn vehicle. That makes me really happy. Then they take an established superhero team that's been in the comics pretty sure since before Harley Quinn, because Harley Quinn only showed up in the 90s, and then they, you know, make a basically just a Harley Quinn movie in the facade of a Birds of Prey movie. Sorry, I'm sorry. What? Can I help you?
I just want to explain why they're doing that. Did you see
Because
Suicide
money?
Squad? Suicide Squad won an Oscar, and it was not because it had good acting. You know why Suicide won an Oscar? Because we talked about it.
Because Harley Quinn.
There you go. There's the money. She's a great actress.
Speaking of Suicide Squad.
James Gunn?
Yes, the good one. The good Suicide Squad. So,
I just realized the irony. The irony of a man named Gunn directing the Suicide Squad.
That is interesting. It's like Mark Webb directing freaking the Amazing Spider-Man movies. Yeah. Except this will probably be good, and you know, Amazing Spider-Man wasn't.
Unless he Scooby-Doo's it.
Oh.
More like if Warner Brothers Scooby-Doo's it.
Okay, now to be fair, the original version of a Scooby-Doo thing was completely different. Anyway,
I know.
Moving on. Not important. So the Suicide Squad script is apparently finished, and it's going to begin filming in just a little bit, which is interesting. Super exciting, to be honest, because that gives it about 2 years to finish up, because it doesn't come out until 2021. Well, okay, I say about 2 years. It would really be like a year and a half, which is pretty, like, I mean, some movies film for like 3 years, so that's not too bad. But, you know, still.
Yeah. I think the best move for DC at this point is just to build up Elseworld movies.
Okay, so pause for a second. Okay, I didn't mean film for like 3 years. That's not what I meant. I meant like as in filming, reshooting, editing,
the entire
post-production. Yes, okay, that's what I meant to say, because people are going to be like people will be those guys. You're gonna get patty smacked by all the comments, Joe. You're canceled. Yeah, Oh, JK, we don't get comments because we don't get viewers or listeners.
I comment.
So, hey. Which you get pinned every time because you are the one who...
weigh a ton. And I don't need a gun to get respect upon the street. Oh. Next news.
Well, back to the first news.
Oh, yes,
because we haven't even talked about it. Yeah, the script is done and it's going to start filming soon. Also, we're getting some interesting casting news. Did you hear any of this, dude? It's pretty great. Which, first of all, we talked about it last episode. Oh, by the way, guys, we didn't do an episode last week because, North Carolina got smacked with a hurricane. But, whatever.
There was a mean lady named Dorian who cut off my power.
Is Dorian a female name? Because I feel like it is a female name, right?
I've never met a man named Dorian, but then again...
I've never met a female named Dorian.
I think that's just a made-up name, unless that's, like, Dory's full name.
To be fair. Well, I met Matthew and Florence, which were the last two to hit North Carolina.
Oh, I got well acquainted with Florence.
Oh, dude, trust me, so did Wilmington. Wilmington got sunk. It was rough times for all.
Yeah,
but anyway, hey. So yeah,
ocean levels rising.
Dude, ocean man, take me by the hand. But gosh. Okay, so first of all, I mean, we talked about it last episode. Nathan Fillion and Taika Waititi are in talks to join as cast members for the squad, which is amazing. So is Pete Davidson.
I heard that. Pete Davidson
and Peter
as Joker.
Capaldi,
Pete
the
Davidson
previous Doctor Who. Peter Capaldi.
I did hear about that. Pete Davidson as Joker. Pete Davidson as Joker.
Be better than Jared Leto.
Jared Leto.
Pete Davidson looks like Jared Leto Joker in real life, though.
Jared Leto. Don't you ever.
Oh, are we starting this again? I was too busy making fun of Pete Davidson, who's actually, kind of funny sometimes.
Oh, dude, don't make fun of Pete Davidson, dude. He did nothing to you. However, Jared Leto...
Oh, word?
...destroyed my life.
He just like how Zack Snyder killed my wife.
He framed me
that
in
rhymes.
the robbery. He stole the souls of children and framed me. Jared Leto has been sucking the life force out of children to maintain his complexion. That's why he's playing Morbius, as he finally ran out of child souls, and now he looks like a vampire.
That's the plot of Morbius.
That's the plot of his life. That is his plot. His evil plot. To destroy the world. And I'm going to fight him. I'm going to go all Blade on him. Meaning that I'll be okay the first fight. I'll do better the second one, and then the third one I'm just going to kind of throw a hissy fit.
So back to news, or
yeah. I just wanted to explain.
Okay,
Never
cool.
talk about Jared Leto.
Just
again.
wanted to make sure.
Wanted to make sure that was.
Anyway, this is really cool. Okay. No, Jared Leto, stop. This is actually really interesting casting news. Like it's all just a really cool cast. Like Pete Davidson is what I was trying to say. Pete Davidson's a talented dude. Peter Capaldi, obviously a talented actor, like a very good actor, also fantastic Doctor Who. Dogs barking in the background, that's nice. As well as like Taika and friggin' Nathan Fillion. Like, holy cow, dude, this already is just lining up to be a crazy good cast. Also, can we talk about how Michael Rooker's put in every single James Gunn movie? So who's Michael Rooker playing in this one?
Killer Croc. Killer Croc.
They're just recasting, but it's like... I want BET in my room!
No, wait, Michael Rooker. Oh, man. Who could Michael Rooker be playing, man?
Dude, Michael Rooker could play anyone and I would be happy. He could be the next Superman.
He could be Rick Flag!
Rick Flag. This is Katana!
She's got my back!
I'm upset.
So
Okay. So that's it for DC news.
Yeah!
Marvel, Star Wars, or miscellaneous.
Missile launchers Miscellaneous.
Missile launchers. Oh, word?
Yeah, miscellaneous.
Okay, yikes. Well, hey, speaking of missile launchers, Tank Girl reboot?
Ooh!
Did you like that? You like that segue? Did you like that?
Yeah.
I bet you
very,
did.
very
It's
Paul
hot.
Blart.
Oh,
Because
word.
he rides a Segway.
Oh, okay.
So Tank Girl's getting
So
a
anyway,
reboot.
Tank Girl reboot, you want to explain that? Because I don't...
Oh, yeah. Margot Robbie's talked about doing a Tank Girl reboot. If you've never read Tank Girl, it's an amazing comic. And also, the movie is bad. There was a movie made, it looked like it was made in the 80s, and it probably was. It comes on the free channels that I get with my poor man TV. So,
Oh,
yeah, it comes on Comet
That's
every
a good
once in a
sign.
while. There's kangaroo guys. It's just dudes wearing kangaroo makeup. It's horrifying. Imagine Kangaroo Jack, but like on a bad acid trip. That's what Tank Girl looks like.
oh,
Yeah.
yikes. Okay, good
Yeah,
times.
it's scary. It's scary, but like I want a Tank Girl. I want a Tank Girl movie. My friend Charlie like cosplayed as Tank Girl a few years back. Like Tank Girl's a pretty lit character, and if Margot Robbie kind of looks the part, not gonna lie. She looks a lot like every blonde comic character, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like
Except,
seriously.
except I don't think I'd like her as Sue Storm.
I don't think yeah, true. Yeah.
Not enough of mom vibes. Needs to be more of a mom. That's all I'm saying.
I couldn't imagine her playing
Don't take that out of context.
Wait, what?
Don't. I just realized how weird that sounded.
Yeah, take that out.
I'm not getting enough mom vibes. Excuse me?
I'm not getting mommy
What are you
energy.
even talking about?
I'm not getting mommy energy.
Mommy and mom are two very different things.
I'm not getting.
This is risky energy here, my guys.
This is risky
Some
energy.
dangerous territory. Dangerous territory.
That's getting cut.
Nah, it's staying in.
Cool. That's fine.
I'm feeling daring tonight.
Daredevil?
Okay. So, what'd you say?
Daredevil?
Oh, nope. Stop. Bad. But hey, speaking of blind people, you'd have to be blind not to see the new Terminator. I tried to do a segue, but it just didn't work.
Blind people can't ride segways.
So did you see the new Terminator trailer?
I did, and I am so happy Sarah Connor's back.
It actually looks good.
It does, but also I can't take these movies seriously anymore. Like I can't watch them and enjoy them anymore because there's been so many of them. Like the last one I watched was I think Genesis. Was Genesis the one with Arnie fighting Arnie?
Yes.
That was I saw that one. The only part I cared about was Arnie fighting Arnie. Not gonna lie. Didn't care about the rest of the movie. That scene was worth it. But this one I like seeing Sarah Connor back. I'm excited. I don't know how they found her because she left Hollywood. I don't know how they found her. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean
that's real.
Yeah, she left. She straight up.
Well, I'm
booked it.
glad they first of all, I'm glad Linda Hamilton's back because she's great.
Yeah, she's
but
amazing.
it's kind of funny. Like even Terminator 3, how stupid it was. Because, Terminator 2, you get, like, jacked Sarah Connor freaking lay out anybody who's been waiting for the Terminators to come again, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then in Terminator 3, she died. How? Oh, she got leukemia.
Well, she was smoking a lot.
True, and you can tell in her voice now.
Yeah, but, like, I I just can't take them seriously anymore. Like, I've seen the first... I saw Judgment Day, like, the second Terminator movie, before I ever saw the first Terminator. I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure that's the way a lot of people saw the Terminator movies.
I mean, actually, probably, to be honest. Yeah. But I watched it the proper way, and I was confused why Arnold Schwarzenegger was a bad guy.
Yeah. So well, I mean, I'm just saying that the Terminator movies, I feel like it's the same way with, like, Chuck Norris, where he only appears in movies if he really needs a paycheck. I don't feel like... I feel like Arnie's got enough money. Mm-hmm. I don't feel the need to go see this movie. Don't get me wrong.
Obviously, I'm gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say you're probably gonna go see it. Especially
I'm probably
if you're
gonna get it.
Out like
I might pick
a trip.
I'll put it this way: I'll pick it up on Redbox, but I'm not gonna go watch it. I'm not making the extra effort to see this in theaters.
What if I go see it and I'm like, holy crap, it's great. It's like the proper sequel, and it's what Terminator 3 always should have been.
Then I'll say, Joe, stop doing all of those medications. And
then on Rotten Tomatoes it gets like 97% certified fresh.
Well, on that day I'll know that every drug has been legalized, and I'll go down to Redbox and rent my copy of Terminator while the streets are ablaze.
Well, hey, running from that topic to another, I'm trying with the segues, dog. I really am. I'm trying. Yeah. But Blade Runner.
Ooh.
You a fan? Yeah.
You've never seen these movies, Joe.
Shut up. I know I haven't. I was going to actually legitimately watch the first one tonight, but, you know, whatever. Maybe I won't since you're sassing me.
Watch it. It's actually really good.
Okay.
It's actually really good.
There's about to be more content to view because the Blade Runner anime is on the way.
Oh!
Mm-hmm. It's actually kind of cool. But, yeah, that's it for miscellaneous news.
Oh, that's it for miscellaneous?
That's it.
All right, so we got Marvel and Star Wars. Gotcha. I don't know what would be in the Star Wars news. So, hit him with the Star Wars.
Hit him with the Star Wars.
Hit him with it.
I like how it spikes every time I put my jar down. I really need to find like a different table to have my drink.
Or like a coaster, like a civilized person. Okay, I hear that. Okay, you know, I can abuse my microphone.
Knocked my phone charger off the desk, but whatever.
Yeah, very professional. Yikes. So, Star Wars.
Professional, unprofessional, professional, unprofessionals, whatever. Jar.
Oh my god.
So for Star Wars news, you know that they're Rian Johnson?
Oh yes, the man that directed The Last Jedi.
Very good movie, might I add.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it's, personally speaking, I think it's the best Star Wars movie since Empire Strikes Back.
I'm very afraid of the
I don't care, because it's my personal opinion and the truth.
Yeah, well... Okay, CNN. Jeez.
And, political.
Yeah,
also, I feel like, okay, so as...
Okay,
someone who's more conservative.
Joe.
And
Joe.
I'm covering my butt.
Wars. No, it's my opinion. This is my opinions. I'm right. You're wrong. Shut up, Joe. Star Wars.
I mean, that's my opinion too. So.
Heck yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Sick.
Okay. So anyway, Star Wars news. Yes, the legendary Rian Johnson, who by the way is making a movie called Knives Out, which looks pretty good, and it just got 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Hasn't it got Chris Evans?
Yes, and Daniel Craig.
And he's not old. He's not old and wrinkly like the last time I saw him.
Oh. I watched Civil War last night, so that's not the last time I saw him. So yay. Okay, anyway. So anyway, Rian Johnson has confirmed his trilogy is still happening. As much as everyone tries to tell you that it's not happening, Rian Johnson is making a Star Wars movie trilogy. So, shut up. Cool. So that's it for Star Wars news.
Can you not shove your microphone into your mouth like you're a 12-year-old on Xbox, please? Marvel news.
No. All right, so
Yeah.
right. So anyway, can I just like do Marvel news like this, please?
No, stop. It's bad.
Okay, so
it's very bad.
people will probably get mad. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool.
My speakers are gonna bust out of my car.
Cool. So anyway, Marvel news. Right. Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just like kind of upset because I can't ASMR the rest of the podcast. But anyway,
I'm gonna cut you through the internet.
Yeah, I deserve it.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's talk about a little bit about the lovely, beautiful, exciting Disney Plus, shall we?
Oh, yes.
Dog. What show are you most excited for?
What show am I most excited for?
Out of all the Disney Plus shows.
Out of all the Disney Plus shows, I'm a personal fan of the High School Musical series.
Okay, so I meant Marvel, but if we're gonna do...
No, you didn't specify. That's your fault.
Okay.
That's your fault. If we're talking about Marvel, What If? Which
really?
is also a show that you can watch on the Power.
Yeah, actually, you should really watch Which, by the way, I realized that I haven't uploaded the What If from last month onto iTunes. It's only been sitting here on YouTube, so I got to do that as soon as I stop recording. Yikes! But anyway, new episode of What If coming soon.
And hopefully a Star Wars reaction at some point.
And I mean an actual new episode. Oh, shut up! An actual new episode of. An actual new episode of What If, not just one that I forgot to upload onto the podcasts. But anyway, so speaking of What If, which is so cool that that's the one you're most excited for.
Yeah,
we got amazing. A few leaked images. Did you see these?
I saw for What If, I saw an image that I think was Captain America Zombie. I saw freaking stacked Peggy Carter just getting ready to
beefcake.
Yeah, she was about
absolute swole.
It looked like that scene in I think it's the first Avengers where Cap's like punching the crap out of that punching bag.
Yeah, it is the first Avengers. Yeah. It did look like that. Yep.
Yeah, it looked like that scene out of the first Avengers. So I'm excited. I am, and I saw it looked like Captain America in a Bucky outfit.
Yeah, okay, so that is interesting because there's another image regarding that. What he's sitting inside of, it looks like he's sitting inside of a tank. But if you look at it in another image, Captain America, Skinny Steve, is getting like his own Iron Man suit that looks like the Ironmonger suit.
I saw that.
Dude, holy crap. Okay, so regarding the zombie Captain America thing, which is super interesting... there was another photo that leaked. It was just basically it's Bucky standing across from Zombie Cap, and that's I don't know what movie it will be.
It looks really good
because they say that it's based off of every single one is based off of a movie. It's like, oh, what if Captain America, the first Avenger, but Peggy got the serum instead of Steve? Okay. Or what if
maybe
based
that's
off
not
of that
Zombie Cap. Maybe that's maybe that's what was Hydra's plan? What if that's like Hydra's plan worked and Cap just got patty smacked or something? They're not all going to be based around Captain America.
No, they're not. But they said that they're releasing an episode for each movie.
Okay. So
that's like 22 to 23 episodes.
Huh. And do we know how long the episodes are going to be? Do we know if they're going to run like 30 minutes?
Half hour.
They're going to run 30 minutes long.
I think 30 minutes,
we'll two 15-minute segments, so either like a full 30-minute show or a 15-minute segment like a normal cartoon or something. Yeah,
basically.
I'm going to be honest,
30-minute type thing.
I'm a little nervous. The animation style looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
But I also own the Marvel animation movies.
Okay, now that's way different because the Marvel animation movies aren't made by Marvel Studios.
Oh, I know.
The show's being made by Marvel Studios.
But you have to understand, it's the same kind of nervousness that I had when they announced that there was a Daredevil show coming to Netflix years ago.
Okay, that's fair.
You get what I'm saying?
All you
the
know
sins
is the
of the father. The sins of the father.
Oh, word.
You
I
know?
got deep real heckin' quick,
Yeah,
dog.
Dang. That's what it is, my man. I can't look over it. Look, the only decent one was Planet Hulk, man. That was the only decent
Planet
one
Hulk
over
was
here.
lit.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange was good.
That one was okay. But, like...
Nah, it was pretty good.
I'm not going to debate this. But... those movies were not amazing. So... I'm cautiously optimistic. It looks like a really cool animation style. I'm really digging it. I'm just hoping we get like I want a teaser before Disney Plus comes out, which will be in November, correct?
Yeah, no, Disney Plus is coming out in November, but What If isn't coming out until May or summer of next year. Or not next year, year after next.
Oh, that's a long way. Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be well, see, we're not getting any Marvel Disney Plus shows until fall of next year.
So I don't need to buy Disney Plus yet. Gotcha.
And Mandalorian.
Time. Yeah, I could just binge watch it at that point though. I'm gonna take the man of patience route, where I'm just a wise man of patience, where I'm gonna wait and then I'll waste the rest of my life watching The Mandalorian. Unless it starts struggling for viewers, then I'm gonna hop on like 5 different accounts because it's gonna be dirt cheap.
True. Dude, only like $7. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, right. Moving on. So basically the prompt for a third episode leaked as well. I don't know if you saw this, but basically Guardians of the Galaxy. But it's what if Star-Lord was T'Challa?
Yep, I did see that. I saw that.
Holy cow! That's what.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people. I saw the standard people that were just like, oh, you know, I'm talking about those people in the comments section of everything ever.
Those people.
Those people. Yeah, those people. So, yeah.
But it looks interesting.
Hesitate to call them people.
Oh, got him.
Got him. Yeah, if you're filled with that much hate over nothing, then you're not a human, you're a gremlin. Go eat McDonald's at 3 a.m. and turn into a monster. Oh, wait.
Got him. You're already a monster. Got him.
Yeah!
Don't mind us, this is the Joseph Chris roasting hour.
Yeah, I like this.
Okay, so anyway, right. Okay, so, right, what we were saying. Moving on with more Disney Plus news, because there's actually a good little bit of Disney Plus news. So, just putting that out there, just to tease a little bit, just a small tease. So let me ask you a question. How do you feel about that there Moon Knight?
Are you talking about of like the comic or like of the news that we have on it so far?
The character Moon Knight?
Oh, I enjoyed Moon Knight. I think he's pretty good. I dig it. You know?
I dig it.
Yeah, I dig it.
Moon Knight's pretty turn, my guy.
Pretty groovy.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty
He's groovy.
Yeah, he's
groovy. Groovy. This episode's pretty groovy so far. But anyway, moving on. So, gosh darn it. We get sidetracked so stinking easy on one word.
Moonlight.
Moonlight. So, how do you feel about Shia LaBeouf?
We talked about this before. Like I said, I enjoyed him in Holes.
Off topic. Oh, wait. No, did we do that on recording, or was that...
That was on recording, where I talked about how I enjoyed Shia LaBeouf. I said that I liked him in Holes because he had an orange jumpsuit, and you thought I was talking about Shia being in prison. Which he was.
You're right. I remember that.
He was a criminal.
Yeah, he was.
So,
he apparently did get divided after all. Got him. Did you like that? Did you think that was funny? He will not divide us. It was a joke about...
Yeah,
and then he got sent to prison.
I got it. I guess you could say we're all even Steven now.
Oh.
That was
Transformers. All right.
That wasn't a good movie.
Hey, there it is. Okay, so it's rumored that Shia LaBeouf may be being considered to be cast as Moon Knight.
I can't see that happening. I'm sorry.
I personally speaking, I don't think it will happen.
I don't either.
Because, well, first of all, even though Shia LaBeouf is kind of on the real, he has really gotten his life together, and he's made some really quality movies lately. Like, apparently, Peanut Butter Falcon is incredible. My sister and her boyfriend went to go see it, and I really want to go see it. People are saying it's incredible, and then he's even making a movie about basically his own life
I saw that.
story,
I saw the
which is
trailer
super
for
cool.
that.
Yeah, I want to go see it. It would be really interesting. I want to go see it, yeah.
I'm just saying, Shia LaBeouf, man, I went from liking him in Even Stevens and in Holes to, like, okay, he's trying in Transformers to, oh, he doesn't care anymore. Then I got back to loving him in that video where they're running through the woods, it's Shia LaBeouf. And then he kind of fell on the Nick Cage train for me for a bit. He was up there with Nick Cage and John Travolta and Gary Busey on their level of acting.
Don't you dare disrespect Nicolas Cage ever again.
I'm not disrespecting him. I'm saying he's a bat crap man. He's crazy. He named himself Nick Cage because he likes Luke Cage. His name is Nicholas for Coppola.
Yeah. Well, okay, first of all, obviously, I understand why he changed it from Coppola. Because he didn't want to get associated with Francis Ford and then get jobs and stuff like that just because of his namesake.
Yeah.
Also, Luke Cage is a funny. Also, he named his child Kal-El, so there's that.
He is an insane man.
But I respect it.
Cage and Gary Busey.
Well, okay. Well, I tell you what, since you don't seem like you're necessarily a big fan of Shia LaBeouf as Moon Knight, what about Andrew Garfield? Because that's also rude.
No! Stop!
I think he could do it. I don't think.
Maybe.
Personally, I don't think he would be my choice. Personally speaking, but I think he would be. Obviously, he could pull it off because he's a very good actor. But personally speaking, I don't think he would be my choice for, say, Moon Knight. Personally speaking, if I had to get Moon Knight, I would. If I had to pick out of a few actors, I would either get Oscar Isaac or Adam Driver or something like that.
Yeah, well, look, those are the two I was thinking of. It's weird for me to see
Carl Urban.
I could see Carl Urban. It's weird for me to see Andrew Garfield because he was Spider-Man for 2 movies. The last one came out in what, 2014? Was that the last Amazing Spider-Man movie? Yeah.
No, 2014.
Yeah, that's what I said. 2014.
I thought you said 15. My bad.
No, 2014. No, but 2014 was the last one. So that's been.
Well, it's been 5 years.
6 years almost.
Well, yeah, almost. Oh, well, okay. Next year, by the time Moon Knight comes out, if we're saying it's 2022, that will be 8 years.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird for me
to see characters that were in. And it'd be a full 10 years since the first one came out.
Yeah, it's weird for me to see characters that were in older Marvel movies playing characters now. It tripped me up when Chris Evans.
Like Chris Evans?
Yeah. I knew that you were going to bring that up.
Michael B. Jordan?
That doesn't count.
Doesn't it?
That wasn't the movie.
Because it happened.
That wasn't the movie.
Neither were the other Fantastic Four movies.
Okay, no. I will defend the first one.
But they're not. You can defend it, but it's not good. Objectively
Carl
speaking,
Urban will be fine as Moon Knight.
Film.
Let's go ahead and move on. I'm not doing this tonight, Joseph. I'm not. I can no longer tolerate your buffoonery.
Well, see, I think Andrew Garfield would be good in the MCU. I just don't know what role he should have yet.
I probably
Human
is
Torch
a hot
would
dog
work.
salesman. He sells hot dogs on the streets of New York.
I think he would be a good Human Torch. Now I know you disagree.
No,
because you yelled at me at film school today.
I didn't yell at you.
You go no.
There was a lot of sawing going on, and also a discussion about how you don't watch movies that are good.
Okay, yeah, true. That's fair.
Yeah. Man.
I just haven't seen a lot of classics.
Now I'm thinking about. I mean, it's not the worst casting. I just feel like he might still be a little. I don't know. I'd have to.
Well, see, I think it would be good because he could really pull off that because he's a cool dude, right? And that's the thing about Spider-Man, is that they did not lean into him being a nerd and not really accepted by, general whatever.
Yeah.
Like the normal, the more in crowd, if you will.
He was a nerd.
What a nerd, Parker.
What a nerd.
But they didn't really show that. They just kind of had him being bullied because no reason at all, really.
Your parents are dead, nerd.
Oh. I mean, that's basically what the Amazing Spider-Man did.
Exactly.
But
and then he was like,
Andrew
no,
Garfield
they're not.
was way too cool looking for that. He looked like a popular kid, right? He also looked like a college kid, but that's not important.
The plot of that movie was, your parents are dead. He's like, no, they're not. And then he spent the whole second movie trying to prove that they weren't.
Yeah, and then they were. But actually, they may not have been because they filmed scenes where his dad was going to come back at the end.
Yep,
but then they didn't do it because they literally had they didn't know what they were doing with the second one, and you can tell. But anyway, that's not important. I just think it'd be cool if he was the Human Torch, and then you could get Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield hanging out Spider-Man and the Human Torch like they are in the comics.
Wait, can we get Tobey Maguire as Mr. Fantastic?
Huh.
He's getting up there in age, so he could probably pull it off.
He's about the same age as... He's a little bit younger, but he's close to the same age as Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's true. Oh.
I think he's about 5 years younger, but still.
Yo, how good of a moment would it be if somehow Tom Holland ends up back in the MCU, which you somehow thought he was going to?
He will.
Snagged him.
He will.
Anyway.
There's no way that this stands. I'm a hopeful man.
Yeah, well, hopes are tarnished.
It's only a matter of time until he's back.
In the hypothetical situation that he is back, we could have the Easter egg of getting all three Spider-Men on the same screen, right? Tobey Maguire as Mr. Fantastic, Andrew Garfield as the Human Torch, and then Tom Holland Spider-Man wearing the bag. The bag!
That would actually be great, the bombastic Bagman suit.
The bag!
Yeah, okay, so for those who don't know, in the comics there was a bit where Mr. Fantastic helped Spider-Man separate from the symbiote, and because he did not have a suit to swing home in, except for, his undies, they gave him a Fantastic Four spare suit and
a
put a bag on his head. Also, Johnny Storm put a sign that said "Kick me" on the back of him,
He's
so
a bag
that's good.
Man. I throw bags.
Oh my god! I get in the ring and I throw bags everywhere. No, but what was I saying? I don't know if I would necessarily. I don't know if I would go for Mr. Fantastic.
You want John Galanky? Or maybe it's the thing.
Galanky? Galanky?
How do you say his last name? John Galanky?
Krasinski?
Galanky? What did I say? Oh my
Galanky?
God. That's the title, John Galanky.
And I'm pretty sure the title is Mommy Energy, but
Mommy Energy! John Galanky got some Mommy Energy.
John Galanky,
John
Mommy
Galanky!
Energy.
That's Leonard Hofstadter.
Who?
From The Big Bang Theory, John Galanky.
I don't freaking watch Big Bang Theory.
That's the kid from Roseanne.
Oh.
The boyfriend. Do you remember?
Sure. We'll go with it.
Fine then, Tobey Maguire is the Thing.
No.
Okay, well, you know what?
I don't know. I don't know if... Obviously, he's an actor, so he could do whatever. But I would...
My dream.
Freaking Tobey Maguire as Norman Osborn.
That's gonna be a... James Franco as Harry Osborn. And
Still Harry Osborn.
Yeah, James Franco
James Franco as Harry Osborn, but James Franco as Tommy Wiseau as Norman Osborn.
No, James Franco as Harry Osborn, and Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, and oh man, who should play Mary Jane? I forget her name, man.
So moving on with the news, because who didn't see where that joke was going? So you a fan of that Hawkeye?
I like Jeremy Renner.
So I'm a big old fan of, first of all, the character Hawkeye in general, and I am sad that Hawkeye, my boy, has not gotten more play in the MCU. In all honesty,
he had a whole movie. Age of Ultron was basically about him.
It wasn't. Anyway, what I was trying to say, not really. I mean, that was where I got connected more so to Jeremy Renner's Hawkeye, because before then I was just like, oh, he's there. And then he got more to do, and I was like, cool. He had a 15-minute scene on a farm. That's not a movie.
Well, I mean, kind of.
But obviously he was a big part of the movie, and I won't ever take that away from him, because he was a really big reason why I like Age of Ultron. And he had some good stuff in Civil War, and obviously in Endgame he had a good bit to do with the main plot. And he was great. He was stinking awesome. So I'm really interested to see where they go with a Hawkeye Disney Plus show, which is so excited. And I'm so happy that we're getting it. Holy cow, I'm so excited. And the font of the title looked like the Matt Fraction run, which is so good. My life is a weapon. If they don't take from that comic, I will be upset. But at the same time, I know it'll be good either way.
Isn't that the one where he goes deaf?
Yeah.
Oh, so you want to see Jeremy Renner suffer and get this and lose his hearing?
I want to see the character of Hawkeye go deaf, yes.
That's dark, dude.
Well, I was more so talking about the entire comic, not specifically him getting an arrow jammed through his ear hole.
That's dark, dude.
By the way, that's what happens in that comic. He literally gets an arrow jammed through his ear. Anyway.
I was like you.
It's a very good comic, but like that's the most violent thing that happens in that entire comic, and I was reading it because it's like... It's a few issues after the dog issue, I think, because there's an entire issue written from the perspective of his dog.
That's dope.
Yeah, and it's great. It's really funny, and it's cool and creative. But anyway,
take notes, Tom King.
A huge part of that story was Kate Bishop.
Yeah.
The second Hawkeye. Also, there's just two Hawkeyes. Yeah. But anyway, which I like in the MCU, or like I'd like it in the comics, and hopefully they bring it back for the MCU. There's just two Hawkeyes.
Yep.
Yeah, do it. I don't care.
But
anyway,
I like it.
More on Kate Bishop in a second, because first we got to talk about how John Igla, the showrunner of Mad Men, is now been hired as the showrunner for Hawkeye. It's moving forward really quickly.
Now I'm excited. Now I'm a lot more excited for Hawkeye. Not gonna lie, I love Mad Men.
See, I need to watch Mad Men. I've been told that it's a very good show, and it's set in the 60s and has John Hamm.
Wait until you turn 21, enjoy yourself a nice old-fashioned, and watch Mad Men.
Have a glass of brandy.
No, an old-fashioned.
Okay, well, I don't know alcohol, Christopher.
Well, you should watch Mad Men, and then you'll learn alcohol. It's set in the, it's basically.
Oh, I'll be corrupted. My poor innocent brain.
Nah.
Anyway, no, I'm going to watch Mad Men. It's on my list. It's on my Netflix list.
Man. I get in the ring. I throw alcohol.
Oh. Just throwing like those thick like Jack Daniels bottles.
It's the little airplane whiskey bottles. That's where Liam Neeson got them in The Gray.
Okay. So anyway, also in the Hawkeye news, because today was a good week for me, my guy.
Today was a good day.
Haley Steinfeld. First of all, Chris doesn't know who Haley Steinfeld is.
Yeah, I thought you said Seinfeld the first time. I was like, oh, he has a daughter?
Jerry has a daughter? No. Listen,
Bee had a daughter?
He probably does. He probably does. But anyway, here's the thing. Did you ever watch Bumblebee?
Yeah, I saw Bumblebee. It was E.T., but with a transformer.
Was it good? I never actually saw it.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's E.T. with a transformer.
How was the girl in it, by the way? Like the
main
character. Yeah.
Oh, she was lit.
Yeah, she's a really great actress. She also played Gwen Stacy in Spider-Verse.
Oh, I like her. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, also she's made a lot of really good pop music, and she played the girl in the Jeff Bridges reboot of True Grit.
Yeah, I don't care about her music. No one's
Oh,
ever
word.
gonna,
Well, yeah, the pop music is whatever. Anyway, pop's not my thing anyway. But anyway, but
she'll
she
never be Avril
makes
Lavigne.
objectively. Oh,
He was a skater.
are we gonna talk about Avril Lavigne's song "Hello Kitty"?
Kawaii?
Oh, but anyway, hey, but she also did you see the Jeff Bridges True Grit?
Bits and pieces. I remember watching a Mad TV. If you remember that show on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
I watched a bit
do.
about that. I don't remember much except for him losing an eye, I think.
But hey, she was the main little girl in that loses her dad. Yeah, so she was a great actor even when she was a kid. So anyway, she is playing. Well, okay, she's been offered the role of Kate Bishop. Yes. Give me that. I need that in my life because I am a very big fan of Haley Steinfeld. Because she's an incredible actress. So...
You said Seinfeld.
Sorry, what? I said Steinfeld. Oh my gosh. There's a T. Steinfeld. Dadgummit, I hate you, Chris. Anyway, look, okay, so I'm a big fan of her work. Because she's a very talented actress. And I'd never even thought about her as Kate Bishop, and I am kicking myself because I didn't. But again, Marvel is just flexing at this point as they keep casting amazing actors for the MCU in perfect roles. Like, oh my gosh.
It's such a huge, interwoven, and beautiful family. And Tom Holland is no longer in it.
No, stop.
He has been excommunicated from the Marvel family. He is no longer
It's actually a really
allowed.
good segue to the last bit of news.
Yeah.
Because we get to talk about Sony Spider-Man updates again.
Yay! I hate it.
Because it's bad.
Yeah. It's bad. It's pretty bad.
Well, okay, so, like, here's the thing. You keep hearing from different sources that, oh, you know, they're in talks. They're going to keep coming back to talks. But then from official sources, you hear the exact opposite, which I know can be confusing for a lot of people, you know? Because, like, it's like, okay, wait, why am I hearing this from different, like, a lot of smaller people are reporting on this, but then, you know, the official, like Sony and everything is, like, saying, no.
Well, it's because it gets clicks.
We're done. Exactly. Now, I think some people are well-intentioned and they actually think they have information, and maybe they do. Maybe they do. I'm not going to completely just rule out that, you know, oh, no one has information and it's never happening again ever. But here's the thing. There's two ways to look at this, I suppose. And I'll make a case for both sides. It could be that, yes, absolutely, Spider-Man's gone. Now, that's the way it stands as is, right?
Yeah.
And they've stated this multiple times, especially Sony, because Sony does nothing but, you know, trip over themselves. But also, here's another way of looking at it. They kind of have to say that, even if they're trying to make a deal. Okay, so look at it this way, right? It could
themselves in power.
Take this for a grain of salt. Exactly. This is a very, very much a grain of salt thing. Okay, so don't get too excited. So what did you say, Chris?
Oh, they have the bargaining chip. Like, they have it.
Yeah.
In their hands.
Well, they do.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
can make the terms.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing, and that's what I take this with a grain of salt, but it could be that is what they're trying to emphasize. Oh, we have Spider-Man. We have it, and they're poker facing, basically. Like, this is, I have the best cards in my hand. But here's the thing. You ever notice that Disney hasn't been very vocal about it? Marvel hasn't either?
Yeah, Tom Holland has hardly even talked about it, really.
Well, see, here's the thing about it to me. They don't need Spider-Man. They don't need him, okay? I'm not saying that they shouldn't have them, because obviously, who the crap would not want more Spider-Man? Like, that would, you'd be a stupid man to not want more Spider-Man. But technically speaking, they don't have to have Spider-Man to do this, because what have they been doing ever since the news dropped? Just announcing everything.
I think they're trying to distance themselves from it, though.
Yeah, I think what they're doing is they're not talking about Spider-Man, and they're announcing all of this incredible news, like Moon Knight, She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, Haley Steinfeld, and freaking Hawkeye, which is a huge audience, like people that are fans of her music and movies and everything. You know, like that's.
I'm seeing it from the perspective of, like, you got two kids in a daycare, right? One kid's just chilling out, sitting down, just playing with his toys or whatever, and this other
relaxing
kid
out
walks
cool,
over.
shooting some b-ball outside of the school.
Shut up.
When a couple of guys who were up to no good, named Sony, started causing trouble in the neighborhood.
Joe, I will shove this microphone through my computer.
Marvel got in one little fight and Disney got scared, okay? And said you're moving with your auntie and uncle and Disney Plus.
Joseph! Stop it.
Okay, sorry, continue your analogy.
Okay, you got two kids at preschool, right? One's sitting down playing with his toys. He's been sitting there for like 10 minutes playing with his toys. He's just chilling out, real peaceful. And another kid comes over and he's like walking over. He's like, "Hey, I got this new toy. You want to share?" They start sharing. They play around. And this other kid was like, "All right, I'm taking my toy now." And the other one was like, "Well, why?" And then he's like, "Well, because I have it. You want it?" And then this kid's just like, "Oh, well, I just got this new toy, and this new toy, and this new toy.
This new toy, and this new toy.
I can share these new toys with you if you want to bring that one over." And then this one's like, "Yeah, but this one's better."
That's not a bad analogy, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just preschool.
I mean, yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. This is the official statement from from actually Sony, legitimately. The chief opened up, Sony Pictures chief, Tim Rothman, I think is his name. He opened up about it, and he says a few of these things. First of all, he said that Sony has 5 or 6 TV projects in the works set in the Spider-Man universe.
Oh, no.
Kevin Feige didn't do all the work. Spidey will do just fine without the MCU, outside of it. Spider-Man was fine before the event movies. And for the moment, the door is closed.
That's the biggest crock of bull I've ever heard.
Do you think I can simultaneously just go through and debunk everything he said real quick? You think would that bother you?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, cool.
All he said was trash.
Oh yeah. Let's start at the beginning. Now, I don't quite understand the idea of having 5 to 6 TV projects in the works. When Spider-Man's TV rights are owned by Marvel and Disney. So, I don't particularly understand that. Now, maybe there is some deal that I don't know about. I'm not going to pretend to know that I know all the little tiny details and contracts and all that stuff regarding the rights for Spider-Man.
Well, it's set in the universe, so...
Yeah, it could be Spider-Man related, and then
they could just pull a DC Powerless and then get it canceled after one season.
Yeah, but here's the thing, is they can't... If that's the case, it's just... It exists in that universe... They can't use any characters, and they can't reference Spider-Man.
They can say
because that would be breaking contract.
They can say Human Spider.
I mean, true, but why would they? Because no one would care. They couldn't say Venom. They couldn't say any of that because it would be breaking contract. So that's my first problem with what they said. Secondly, they said Kevin Feige didn't do all the work. Okay. That's probably true. But you know who did do all the work? People who cared. Okay? So
And
we're just
Kevin
going to put that
Feige
out there.
cares.
People who cared about the character, not just about the money. Kevin Feige had a lot to do with it because you can see his heart and soul in those movies. And in the character of Spider-Man whenever he wasn't in just the Spider-Man
He
movies.
bought
He was in
so
Avengers
many
and Captain
hats.
America. Exactly. He had so many Spider-Man hats, okay? Kevin Feige didn't do all the work. No, but you didn't do any. And you can tell because it's good.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, Anyway, continuing on. Spider-Man will do just fine outside of the MCU. Do I need to go on to that one, or can I just
I
keep going?
mean, but Joe, look at the great successes that they've had in the past.
Oh,
like,
of the Amazing Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3? But Joe, you're not talking about...
They got Spider-Man on the Electric Company.
Joe, you're not talking about the good Spider-Man movies. You're not talking about
was Sam
Spider-Man
Raimi.
1,
That was
2,
all Sam
or
Raimi.
Into the Spider-Verse.
That was all Sam
It
Raimi,
was
and then that
Spider-Man.
was the animation department. Sony had almost nothing to do with
Here's
Spider-Verse.
the thing. The reason why those movies are good is because Sony kept their fingers out of it, okay? Spider-Man 1 and 2 is great because they're Sam Raimi movies, and Sam Raimi made good movies. He makes good movies. I don't know why I said made. He's not dead. He's very much with us, and he's awesome. The thing about The Amazing Spider-Man, or not The Amazing Spider-Man, Into the Spider-Verse, the reason why that's good is because it's a Phil Lord, Chris Miller movie, okay? It's great because they pour their heart and soul into everything they make, okay? That's why the Lego movie was great. That's why Into the Spider-Verse is great. Everything they do is great, okay? I still wish they would have directed Solo, but, you know. I mean, it was still pretty good.
That spaceship has sailed.
Oh, it's very much sailed.
Yeah. That has
But hey,
left.
it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
That has left port.
I enjoyed Solo. It was still a good movie. But anyway, here's the thing. Mark Webb did not make The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. I do not personally believe he made those movies. Because guess what? He didn't... Okay? He was there as the director, but that movie was made by Sony. Okay? Like,
well, the first
he
one
didn't
was
really
okay.
get to make any decisions. Well, yeah, but it was still a Sony movie. You can tell... And the reason you can tell... First of all, Mark Webb was like one of the... Like, that was one of the first movies he ever directed.
Yeah.
Was The Amazing They put him on Spider-Man. Mark Webb on Spider-Man, like a fairly inexperienced director on Spider-Man.
Yeah,
their
like
big reboot.
I think that it probably what happened is Sony was like, this guy's last name is Webb. The same thing with like Nintendo. Oh, his last name is Bowser.
Well, yeah, I don't think that's necessarily why Bowser's getting hired, but you know, I think it was maybe it was a Sony guy being like, you Mark Webb, but I think they just hired a guy who would do what he was, you know, like who would, you know, kind of listen,
dance monkey,
basically,
yeah, because
I really feel like that may have been what it was. Here's an inexperienced director. He'll listen to what our or whatever is, so you know, our input and everything, so we can basically make our own Spider-Man movie here. Also, all right, so it turned out all right. You know, the first Amazing Spider-Man's pretty okay. That's good. That's good. What?
Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. The DCEU basically copied their formula of trying to set up a broader universe in only 2 movies.
Yeah. They did more of copying the Amazing Spider-Man than they did with copying the MCU.
Oh, no.
That's Batman vs. Superman is DC's TASM 2.
What'd you say?
Batman vs. Superman is the DCEU's Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Armie Hammer should have directed Thor.
Don't you even say his name. So
anyway.
I mean, and that's the thing about those movies is like, you know, you can tell that the first one was made probably by a committee, right? Oh, we should go darker because people like those Nolan movies, so we should make it a darker reboot, a reimagining. And by that we mean we're just going to throw a gray filter over it and make a grimier costume.
Let's make it look also, like a Banana Republic.
Yikes.
The Banana Republic of the Spider-Man films.
And then, we'll get Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield, and we'll get this, and we'll do that, and we'll do this. We'll use the Lizard because we're trying to force Sam Raimi to use the Lizard in his movie, even though he didn't really want to, because we don't learn our lesson.
And we'll put Venom in the third Amazing Spider... Oh.
Yeah, I mean, they actually were going to. Probably. There was a trailer that had the Venom symbiote in it.
No. For
the Amazing Spider-Man 2, where it was going to be in a jar in Oscorp or in the... It was either in Oscorp or in the subway train that he finds for some... That movie's freaking weird.
Bad.
Anyway, so, but yeah, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 took that and then cranked it up to 20 with, we're just... Anybody's idea sticks. That's why there's so many different things from that movie.
Hey, I got excited for that movie. Rhino in this movie. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Hey, wait. Let's tease Doc Ock and the Vulture and bad, very bad, all of it very bad, very much, and it's bad.
Wait. So last point here.
Yeah.
Okay. Last point.
Let's hear it.
For the moment. Oh, no, sorry. Spider-Man was fine before the event movies. Do we need to... I mean, we basically just talked about... We just did that. So last point.
It was bad.
For the moment, the door is closed on MCU return. So, here's the thing. Good luck with that.
That's accurate.
Because that's the main problem I see arising here, Chief.
Is that it's going to be bad?
You're serious. You're going to need some good luck with that. It's going to be okay. Look, if the next Spider-Man movie comes out and it's fantastic and it's made by Sony and it's not actually, they haven't caved to the MCU, which they should, because Spider-Man belongs to be in the universe he was made for. But if they come out with a new Spider-Man movie and it's not MCU related or anything like that, and it's good, I will be surprised, but I will admit if it's good or not. Okay?
You will?
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I'm not a denier.
So if Venom 2 comes out and it's good, you will eat your words.
I will admit that it's good. I will admit that Venom 2 is good if it's good. Okay. It could be. I mean,
you will go on record on the podcast
Andy Serkis
in a review and say Venom 2 was a good movie if it is. You will not be blinded by the mistake that was the first one.
My dude, if it's a good movie, I say it's a good movie.
Okay.
Aquaman's a mixed bag, but I enjoy it. I enjoy...
True.
I think Justice League is okay. It's not a good movie, but I enjoy parts of it.
Alright. Fair.
So, you're acting like this is some huge deal for me to be like, you're saying to me
I just want to make sure
that if you see a movie that is good, you will get on the podcast and say it's good?
No, because I just want it out there. I want it out there that that Joe is acknowledging the possibility that Venom 2 will be good. As much trash as he has said about Woody Harrelson, he is acknowledging the possibility.
I think Woody Harrelson is a very good actor. Don't ever take me out of context by saying I talk trash about Woody Harrelson. I just think that performance is garbo.
In the context of Venom.
Yeah, because that end credit scene was hot trash. There's gonna be.
You're darn right, it was hot. It had Woody Harrelson in a red wig.
Oof. What a hunk. Talk about mommy energy. Guys, thanks so much for listening to the podcast. We really appreciate it. Guys, honestly, if you enjoyed, we would love it if you would like, comment, subscribe, all that crap. If you could even, like, you know, just whatever kind of rating system you have on whatever platform you listen to.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't have a rating system, just email it. Email a thumbs up emoji.
Yeah.
To heroicpowerentertainment@gmail.com. There you go.
That is.
If you could just take a few. Heroic Power Entertainment. @gmail.com.
Okay.
Send us a thumbs up emoji.
There we go.
Do it. Unless the platform you listen to actually does have a rating system, like 5 stars or give it a thumbs up, you know.
Or
then
give us
you can,
like
you know,
like 5 donkeys or 3 donkeys or whatever. You know, that's like the best rating you can.
Or PayPal us $35, you know.
Or rescue Joe's wife from the clutches of Army Hammer.
Oh, my 16th wife? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Army Hammer's coming back for her, but, you know, it's cool. If you want to hear about the other 14 wives that died, stick around.
Allegedly.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for listening. Chris, how do you think they should get people to listen to the show? Do you think they should tell them? Actually, I'm doing it this week, so shut up.
Oh.
This is what you need to do.
You're doing it this week?
I've never done it.
That's true. You've never done it.
I've probably done it for like one episode. But
I want to hear this. I want to hear the improv.
Here's the thing. This is what you need to do. Speaking of my wives, okay? My wives. I sound. Well, I'm not going to make that joke. People will get offended. I don't have multiple wives at once, is what I'm getting at.
Joe's a polyamorous man. He's a polygamist.
Okay, so for any possible lady listening, hey, I'm not. How you doing? Hit me up on Instagram or Snapchat or whatever.
He thinks people
Send me a DM on the Twitter, because no one DMs me on Twitter,
or
so you'll be
mail us
top
like
of the
they
list.
did in the old country. Just strap a note to a bird.
Send us a twatter.
Send us a twatter.
Send us a twatter.
Slide into that mailbox DM. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
It ain't much,
so yeah, guys, you should. I mean, take the knowledge that I have been married 16 times, and all 16 wives have been murdered, allegedly. First one by Zack Snyder. Second one by Army Hammer. And you should tell these people that you know of this man who's had his wives have been murdered. And they're like, oh my gosh, what are you talking about? And there's only one way that we can make this right. Like, how can we do that? It's just to subscribe to Heroic Power Entertainment on YouTube, on Soundcloud, on Spotify, iTunes, on Google Play, on Stitcher, on TuneIn, and special announcement, we're now on iHeartRadio as well. So look at that. Find us on everything, basically.
I heard all the moisture.
Chris, did you say moisture?
Stop! No,
guys,
stop!
Thank you so much for listening. We will see you again soon with a new episode of What If, probably. So, for Heroic Power Entertainment, I'm Joseph Gannon.
And I'm calling the police. Alright, we good?
Chris, I can't go back. Okay?
What?
Bye.